Hey friends, and welcome back to another Acolyte review. So today's episode was called Day. So a little bit of a spoiler. First off, it's like this happens all in the day, and then towards the end it turns dark. So I'm guessing next week's episode is going to be called Night. But there you go. So just to let you know that I'm not going to do a spoiler-free review this time. I'm just going to go straight into the spoilers, so I can give a more detailed review, because there's not that much else spoiler-free that I can do now with this kind of series, because they're not just standalone episodes and things. They are it's a larger story, so I can't really do that much spoiler free. So if you haven't watched it and you don't want any spoilers, then just pause the video here, go and watch it and come back, and then let's have a conversation in the chat. So yes, this is your spoiler warning then. So there you go. Right, so a few things happen in this episode. Now, one thing I thought with this episode is a lot of the scenes are very short, and it's just like bump, 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 bump. It's like a few lines of dialogue here and there, but it didn't really take away from the story. It helped move things along, because what one hell of a cliffhanger on this one, but we'll come to that in a moment. But yeah, that's what I thought was a bit strange really on this one, is like how there was a lot of these short little scenes. Like when it opens up with she's just going to see Jackie, so Osha's going to see Jackie to say I'm off, bye. That was quite a short one. I think that's though to develop those two characters relationship, because obviously they're both apprentices. Osha was an apprentice, Saul's apprentice, and now Jackie is Saul's apprentice. So it's quite nice to see that, which makes me think this is foreshadowing something bad happening to Jackie. So I think she potentially might either be turned or might die, because Jackie in this has been quite good at helping Osha. She was like saying, "Oh, I love people who find the Force, and it's different for you because you found it again, really." So that's quite endearing there, that they're developing this bond, which is quite nice. Forbidden by the Jedi. No. But no, I think that's really nice. Yord is becoming more and more of a dick, if you will, for lack of a better description for that. But yeah, he is what I think they try to allude in the prequel trilogy, what the Jedi are, these arrogant people who self-important, arrogant bullies, kind of, really, because he is that kind of I'm a Jedi, you need to respect me type thing. And yeah, it's like when he's trying to take the gun off Osha as well, and it's like, it belongs to the Jedi Order. It's like, yeah, she's also on a Jedi Order mission, so she should really protect herself. Yeah, so the character Vernestra is quite interesting as well, because what's going on there, really, because her and Saul are talking quietly amongst this other council. It's not the council, it's not the Jedi Council. They have another council going on before that goes up to the council that we all know in the little high tower there. So I'm not sure about her. I haven't really warmed to her character. Is she the one that that wanted the mission to go on May and Osha's planet, and did she order something going wrong there? So that was quite interesting there. I'm a little gutted that we didn't get to see Kelnaka a bit more. We saw him in the beginning, just going into his hut, and then right at the end then we saw that he'd been killed, but not by May, by a lightsaber. So that's quite sad. I was hoping to see a little bit of fight with him, but hopefully just like Carrie Ann Moss, his character, Indara. We saw her in a flashback, so maybe we'll see him a bit more in a flashback as well, because he seemed to warm to May a bit, and I think that's why in this she was like doubting herself, because he warmed to Osha. Yeah, he warmed to Osha a bit, but that's the point I was just about to make, is like May is doubting herself in this. It's like, how can I kill a Jedi without a weapon? So obviously we know that Sith users do force chokes, force lightning, and things like that. So I think her master is alluding to use the force to kill him, and not with a weapon, because the force technically isn't a weapon. So I think that's what they're alluding at there. But then, already dead, so her master knew that she wasn't going to do the task. And that's quite interesting as well, that one, that May has had second thoughts now, and she only because she's seen Osha, because she thought she was dead. Same as Nostra with me. So that's quite interesting there, that they've let go of all their hate and stuff just because their sister's alive. Probably because the Jedi Order were telling them that May was dead, and the Master was saying to May that Osha was dead. But yeah, so that's quite interesting there. And it's also interesting that the way that Kanaka died was with a weapon, with a lightsaber, because she's been told you can't kill a Jedi with a weapon. So we obviously know that this Master now is the one that came and killed Kanaka. I think it would be more menacing if Kanaka wasn't killed by a lightsaber and was killed by the Force. So then the Master can go, see, I did it, why can't you? Type of thing. I think that would have been cool. That would have been better. But a few things in this that I did really like. It's like I did notice the music this time and things, and it was quite subtle. It was it had a bit of it was on par with like the Mandalorian style background music stuff. You had a bit of pipes and stuff like that, and it added to this jungle type feel. So and another thing that I did love was right at the end, so it's daylight. They say we got 3 hours of daylight of sunlight left, and this episode's called Day. And then when she sees Kanaka there dead with his lightsaber, and she says he's here, the light goes down and it is now night. It's the dark side, which is frigging cool. It's like I like bits like that. Another like minute details, like when May and Kumiya, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Kumiya, land on the planet, and they just go off to go into the jungle. A little bit of details, like there's a bridge there. Obviously they didn't build this bridge specifically for this shot. There's a bridge there, and they've just put on little like wooden little struts on the top. You can see it's like a stone structure underneath. So instead of like completely restructuring things, then they've just added these things on it, and it's literally just for a split second on screen. It's probably about 5 seconds on screen, and just that level of detail that they've gone through there is really cool. What else? Is it Baza or something like that? That's a really interesting little character, the little tracker. And Yord can speak to him. Or the other thing, that Jackie has a translator, and she's speaking to that, so that's quite cool to see that little translator there. Yeah, it's like I'm really interested where it's going and things now. So the cliffhanger on this is like I think Saul could feel this this Sith Lord around the things, because he was constantly like looking back and things like so, and then he arrives with a very weird looking helmet. Really, it's not a Revan helmet, which is good, but it's kind of like it's eluding me what the front looks like, but the back looks like Kylo Ren's helmet, but the front is like I've seen that on like a fantasy type thing, so it's a bit I can't quite put my finger on how it looks really, but it's a slim person, So I'm thinking maybe possibly Kumia. At first I thought maybe Sol, or maybe it is Venestra, because it doesn't have to be a man. It could be Venestra as well. So who knows what's going on there, really. But you can tell whomever it is powerful, because just threw May really like not May, Osha really forcefully, mind the pun, just going like that. And then when all the Jedi were running towards it, and he did that force push and they all went back. That's quite a powerful force push really there, because it's not like a, oh, we went back, it's a like a wave hit them, which was really cool on there. So there's a lot of Jedi on this planet, and we all know that when there's a lot of characters that we've never met before, there's going to be a lot of deaths. And that was the cliffhanger, is when that force wave, if you will, hit them. So yeah, we're gonna have a fight start in the next one. So I'm thinking the next episode's gonna be called Night. I haven't checked the titles of the episodes, but yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool. I can't wait for this now, to see how many deaths there are, because if you think about how many there are, statistically one of them should be able to get in a hit and things on them. And also when you got Sol, but Sol is a guardian. Well, Sol's a guardian, not a consular. So it's like, it makes more sense. He's more battle ready. The flying bugs as well. I thought that was a little bit of an odd scene with Sol when he's like, "I've got this," and he's like making it like it's going to be this epic thing, and then he just slices it in half. But I think that's just saying he will protect Osha, because it's him. But no, I'm really interested to see what's going to go on now and who this character actually is. So I really don't think it's Revan. I really don't think it's Revan. Everyone going, oh, it's Revan, it's Revan. But it could be this Kumia, because it's like, I was like, have you seen his face? He's like, you know I haven't. And it was like all these little, like, what's going on there? He's like, he's holding things. But it'd be really interesting if it is Venestra as well, the green lady, green bald lady, because that would be quite an interesting one. It's like it would have been even more interesting if it was Sol. But yeah, perhaps it's Sol's twin. No, but yeah, I can't wait for next week's episode now. And this cliffhanger did leave me with, oh, cool, on that one. So, but yeah. But that's my thoughts on it, guys. I want to know your thoughts. Please do pop comments down below. Let's get chatting about it and things, because lots did happen. Well, lots did happen and lots didn't happen as well. It's like, it's ramping up now. So we are halfway through. Yeah, we're halfway through this season now. So it's like, where's it going to go? We're going to have another flashback episode at some point, which I'm guessing is going to be episode 6 or 7. So this next episode, I think, is going to be very action heavy. And then Sol will make it back with May and Osha to the ship. And Sol did say in this episode that he was going to explain everything. So I think we'll have the backstory. So at the end of the next episode, they'll make it back to the ship and he'll be like... Osha will be like, you need to tell me what went on, or something like that. And he's like, okay, I'll tell you. And then, I know we don't have that music, but still. And then the next episode then will be a flashback episode. I think that's how they're going to do it, but who knows, who knows. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and click the notification bell, and also give it a like. And Johnny will be back this Friday with another Doctor Who review, and he will be he's in the States right now, so you'll be able to watch it at a decent hour, not at midnight. But he will be watching it from a hotel room whilst he's out there at the moment. He's not in Disney, unfortunately, at the moment. It was maybe potentially they were going to go to Disney, but he's there for work at the moment. But yeah, please do let me know what you think of the episode and what you think of the series so far. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. It's like I'm still like, there's still a few holes. I'm going, because I'm not convinced the story that they're putting out there is the actual story, if you know what I mean. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you next week for another Acolyte review. Bye, guys.